Good afternoon, everyone. We have reached the end of our very first virtual presentation, and we hope you have enjoyed it. But we can't wait to be back next year in person to celebrate all the great achievements and to check if coaches Alan, Josh, and Liam have had success in the hair department. So many people have done so many things this year, and I would like to conclude this presentation with some words of thanks. Firstly, a huge thank you to all the players, coaches, team managers, and parents. Players, well done on representing the Rockets every day so well and working on being the best you can in every moment with what you have. Coaches, thank you for being so hardworking and caring with each and every one of our players. I know how much they value our time, efforts, and dedication to help them be better and enjoy this amazing sport. Team managers, without you, running our teams would be ever so hard. So we say a massive thank you for all your hard work and energy given throughout this season, and well done on the part you have played. And finally, to all the parents throughout the club, wow, just wow. You have been brilliant this year, so supportive of your sons and daughters, and such a real part of the Rockets family, and we hope you have had an enjoyable year, and we thank you for all your help and support to go with it. Next, we move on to our partners, without whom the running of our club would be extremely challenging. A big thank you to Secure Media for their support this year. It's been great to have you on board. To Nando's for hosting our players on a number of occasions for food, and to the therapists on the high street for all our physiotherapy needs. To Coral Hotels for supporting our women's programme this season, and to JP Motors for our long-standing time with us. Thank you to the John Medeski Academy for our continued partnership, which goes from strength to strength each year, and thank you to our other academy partners, the Henley College, New Bucks University and Bradfield College. We have a really extensive volunteer network at our Division 1 men games that I'm fortunate enough to oversee. So to the setup team, Bailey, Ben Radbourne, Ian Hayburn, Neil Dawson, on occasions when he's not playing with Tiger Woods. Thank you for all your help and support in getting everything ready for our guys. To our army of game day helpers, Tisha Buckle, Sue Steen, Jane and Sean Colley, Denise Dramis, Helen Banthorpe, Helen Dedman, the under-16 girls crew on merchandise, a huge thank you. To Dan Bell for his DJing, and to Callum Brand for filling in during his absence. To Phil Easton for being just an awesome guy on the stats, and Kira Mulcahy for all her support with that and other aspects of game day. To Sandra Minchin for all her help and for providing the best post-game food in the country. We are extremely grateful for you and your work and proud of how you represent us. To the newly formed Stream team, a massive thank you to Royston, to Mark, Nick and MJ for getting this to really take off and something to be also super proud of. Also to our new media intern who has recently joined us, Todd Lindley. Todd has actually been instrumental in putting together our virtual presentation, so a massive thank you to him and expect to see him a lot more in the 2020-2021 season. And of course, not forgetting the boom man himself, Bailey Tuston, for keeping us all entertained on game days and being arguably the most positive man on the planet. Also on the men's game day front, we have been fortunate enough to not only have Ben Dixon as an awesome player, but a great guy to who has transferred our game day programme and is also an absolute graphics whiz, which you will have seen throughout this week. Thank you, Ben. It's been great to have you on board. It's also important to thank all those that have table officiated and refereed our games this season. And I know a number of parents have stepped in to do so, and a massive thank you for helping in that area. In particular, I'd like to thank Kieran Shotter, who has done a quite remarkable job organising officials for all of our 16 teams throughout this year, as well as being at a high percentage of them. Thank you, sir. Your work is truly appreciated. On the same theme, I'd like to say a massive thank you to Liz Edwards for all her help with organising all of our teams. After her full day of teaching, Liz returns to the Rockets office and sorts all of the fixtures among many, many other roles, not including her marathon training. But thank you very much, Liz. You're a star. Now to a lady that competes with Josh Vaughan for the amount of WhatsApps and messages, Samantha Johnson. Most of you will know her in some capacity, whether that's organising minibuses, sorting kits, getting licences done, that's her favourite job, having floats for games, team managing the Division 1 men, you name it, she does it, including making me cups of tea in the office. Sam, we really appreciate everything you do for us, and we are thankful for your such caring attitude at all times. Thank you very much. Moving on, and how good was our community roundup this week? Steph Johnson continues to grow one of the most important parts of the club year on year, and to have so many younger kids playing and have such a great time is wonderful to see. Her work with the special educational needs children is also an incredible blessing and something she is super good at whilst managing 2 kids and, of course, Matt. Need we say more? Thank you for everything you do, Steph, as well as being an awesome coach to our Wessex ladies who absolutely love you. I want to say a few words about this next guy because he's really helped shape our club in the last 4 seasons with us and does a tremendous job of not only raising the profile of the club, but also of coaching and of basketball as a sport. Although Alan is challenged in many ways, none more so than his, well, I was going to say hairline, but when you don't even have one of those, that's difficult. He is fantastic in getting the very best from his players and indeed fellow coaches, and he is incredible to work with, and I'm sure many of you have come to witness that. Thank you very much, Helen. We really appreciate you. The penultimate thank you is reserved for a man of many words, a man who will no doubt be critiquing this speech as we speak, and this is our very own Director of Basketball, Matt Johnson. Matt continues to drive the vision and the ethos of the club every day and make it better and better across all facets of the organisation. The live streaming and social media portfolio the club now has is mainly down to him, as well as being in charge of the John Medeski Basketball Academy and overseeing all the coaches and players in the club. So a big thank you, Matt, for making the club what it is today. And finally, to really the most important people, Gary and Helen Johnson. Currently in 12 weeks of isolation, poor Helen, I hear you say, these 2 people, now in their mid-70s, continue to run, look after, grow, oversee and manage this wonderful organisation whilst continuing to give everything for everyone else. They are 2 people that have touched so many people's lives, and we are extraordinarily fortunate to have them as our owners and at the top of the tree. So from the bottom of my heart, a huge thank you to you both on behalf of each and every member of the club. And we can't wait to see you both soon. Well, everyone, that brings our first virtual presentation to a close and an end to an awesome 2019-2020 season. With the uncertainty of the near future, dates for any trials, off-season training, pre-season training will be published in due course, so please keep an eye on our social media outlets at Rockets Reading, as well as your team's WhatsApp groups, which will remain open. If you have any other inquiries, please feel free to contact me directly. Thank you for an amazing season, and I'm sure there is one thing about this situation for all of us, and that is we just can't wait to be back on the court. Stay safe, everyone, and take care of yourselves. Rockets out.